Let the games begin. It is now officially the NFL silly season, where rumors, innuendos, thought processes, speculation, crazy-ass thoughts will rule the day. So, what we don't know for sure is what exactly is going on. Russell Wilson's agent says that Russell Wilson has not demanded a trade. There was a report out earlier that Russell Wilson stormed out of the meeting when he put out there what he viewed as ways to fix the offense. Heard that he stormed out and demanded a trade. And then his agent said, no, he wants to finish his career up in Seattle, which is the right thing to say. In hopes that they can work through the things that they need to get done. But if they can't, the only teams that he would be interested in being traded to would be like the Raiders, the Cowboys. Oh, you had to throw the Cowboys in there. You had to throw the Cowboys in there. I know the Jets weren't one of them. I can't. Oh, Saints. Of course, the Saints would be teams that he would be interested in being traded to if things don't work out with Seattle. Can I say that NFL quarterbacks are head cases? There's a report coming out, and again, you don't know what to really believe. Everything is conjure, speculation, guesstimates on what the real deal is. But this makes sense to me when I hear about Carson Wentz. One of his teammates said that Carson Wentz began to check out in 2018. We know that he didn't talk to his coach for, weeks or months or whatever, and that he was a distraction, so to speak, in the locker room. And I can understand that because in his mind, this is where the Eagles have a lot to blame on this. In his mind, this is my team. I got hurt. And unfortunately, the team was successful without me. They went to the big dance. They got the ring, the Super Bowl championship. And here it is. This is the part that literally blew my mind away, is the fact that they built a statue to Doug Peterson and Nick Foles. And then they let Nick Foles go, and they say, you're the guy. You're the guy we believe in. I'm sorry. Your ego has to be fractured that I'm great, but somebody else walked in and carried the team across the finish line. And here it is. I now have to look at this statue and be reminded that I got hurt and wasn't the one to take us all the way. There were people in the locker room who were Nick Folians that weren't Carson Wentz guys. So you had guys that were there that didn't believe in him and wanted Nick Foles instead of Carson Wentz. So you've got to go buy a statue to another guy. You've got teammates in there that don't really like you. Yeah. So that whole dynamic played with the psyche. Weak-minded. And now you've got other quarterbacks who are basically saying, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be there. Let's do something different. Quarterbacks are head cases and divas. They just are. They're head cases and divas. And some of them, they make no rhyme or reason. Some of them have incredible talent, ability, arm strength, but they don't have it in the head. Jeff George had one hell of an arm, but he was not a leader of players. You got ones that don't understand that they are in the spotlight and everything that they do. So when you're out in public with a porn star like Jimmy Garoppolo, that it has an effect on the team, the organization. And when you are a team that's constantly talking about trying to upgrade and get somebody else like they've done in San Francisco, it's kind of like, I'm not really wanted here. They don't really believe in me. So why should I believe in them and try and do the best that I can for them? I want to hit the exit. David, the clips. I don't know what happened, but we're sending them to you. So you've got guys that aren't quite there, that can flip-flop and give you the side eye, that their head cases, that their egos can be fragile. And for those out there that are getting excited, oh my God, Russell Wilson, he said that the Cowboys would be one of, yeah, okay, let's stop right there. When you want to get a deal or you want to get somebody's attention, what's the first thing you do? Man, I'd like to go to the Cowboys. Isn't that what Earl Thomas said when he was in Seattle? Man, yeah, come get me. Come get me, Cowboys. And when he was free to choose, guess what? It wasn't about the Cowboys. It was about as much money as I can get because he went to Baltimore. Yeah. But he said, I want to be a Cowboy. Jamal Adams, hey, man, you know, I'm from Dallas. I'd love to be a Dallas Cowboy. He's not in Dallas. He's gone to Seattle. So whenever anybody wants to get attention, you automatically use Cowboys. You do. You use the Dallas Cowboys. So in order, in Cowboy fans that are getting excited, you got a quarterback who before put a gun to the head of the Seattle Seahawks and said, if you do not sign me to a long-term extension, I will never sign another contract with you. You got till April 15th. You already know he'll put you on blast in a minute and say, screw you, I'm not going to do this. He's done that before. And now, contrary to what they're saying, that you kind of get a feel that he's tired of being in Seattle. So if you brought him here and you have up 3 number ones, and you look at how our offensive line was last year, he's in the same boat he was there. Seattle had a terrible defense. Seattle's offensive line was terrible last year. That would be literally taking him from there, here, and hamstringing you, fixing the issues you have. So as we're dealing with head cases in the NFL, the thing that mystifies me is because, again, if you sign Russell Wilson, you think Russell Wilson would say, I'm going to take a team-friendly deal. You know, I'm okay with playing $35 million a year for the rest of my career. You think that's going to happen? It's not. You have a guy who is not checked out on the team, that the team looks up to, that knows how to play with them. You don't have to trade draft picks for him to get a quarterback, as we see all these teams jockeying, trying to figure out what they can do to get a quarterback. We may see a crazy free-for-all of trades of guys desperate to get a quarterback, to throw the dice and gamble their future away and hope that this time we got it. And you got a guy right here who actually, not a head case, he's got a psychology degree. And you really need one as a quarterback. Wouldn't it be easier just to go ahead and say, we're going to pay that guy? I'm just saying. We ain't never heard anything about, any rumors about Dak Prescott demands a trade, or Dak Prescott that had a meeting with the team and doesn't like the direction. That Dak Prescott, is not talking to the coach. That Dak Prescott is talking bad about the ownership. Dak Prescott dividing the locker room. We ain't never heard any of this crazy shit. None of it. But yet we say, nah, we good. We don't need that guy. I'm sorry. Some of y'all are just dumb as hell, and you fall into the trap of silly season. Seriously. Seriously.